A lot of people are scared right now. They actually woke up in a shelter and they don't know when they'll be able to return home. They don't know whether they'll be able to drink the water. They don't know how what's happening is going to affect their health. So when I tell you a lot of people are living in fear right now, they are. And although on this channel I always say we don't live in fear, we live in preparedness. We are still human at the end of the day. And there will be things that will come up in our lives that is unexpected and actually uncalled for if they would just do better at the policies and procedures that they have. Good morning, fam. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys had a really blessed Thursday and you celebrated whatever you celebrated with family and friends. Before we get into this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to the channel, hit that red button. Turn your notifications on because most days I do post more than one video. Share any of my videos out. It does help the channel. It tells YouTube between liking and sharing that you are watching, and they will push it out to more people. So let's get into the story. So yesterday I let you guys know about a train derailment that happened in Kentucky. I also gave you a update on the things that's going on in East Palestine. Well, because of the train derailment in Kentucky, it's bringing up new information about the East Palestine and what happened and what's continuing to happen. And although the government is telling everybody that everything is fine, the water is fine, clearly from this video that you're about to see, everything is not fine.
Hey guys, so I'm here at Leslie Run and there's dead worms and dead fish all throughout this water. Something I just discovered is that if you scrape the creek bed, it's like chemical is coming out of the ground. Can you come here and let me just show this to people. I don't know if you're going to see this on camera, but watch this. Just see that chemical pop out of the creek. This is disgusting. And the fact that we have not cleaned up the train crash, the fact that these chemicals are still seeping in the ground is an insult to the people who live in East Palestine. Do not forget these people. We've got to keep applying pressure. That's how we're going to fix this problem. Thank you.
So in this article, it says the governor of Kentucky declared a state of emergency on Wednesday, this past Wednesday, after a cargo train derailed in Rockcastle County, causing a fire with the potential to produce toxic emissions and prompting the evacuation of 2 nearby towns. The governor signed an executive order to allow for the activation of state-level resources, including Kentucky's Emergency Management Agency and the National Guard, according to a statement in which he said, "We are ensuring that every state resources is available to help keep our families safe." Officials have called for residents of the city of Livingston to south of the derailment site and the surrounding areas to evacuate. And this was reported by the local news. In Piney Branch, a town to the north of Livingston, had also been asked to leave their homes. This is the day before Thanksgiving, you guys. So fears of toxic derailments have been heightened following a similar incident earlier this year, back in February, with the East Palestine one that I told y'all about. It occurred between the border between Ohio and Pennsylvania on February 3rd. It's still the site of a massive cleanup operation after the toxic spill. So they are still there cleaning it up, but they're telling everyone that the water is fine to drink. Remember, I told you they did a whole thing where they went to someone's home and pretended they were drinking water, you know, just ran water from the faucet and put the cup to their lips, and you could tell that they were not swallowing that water. So it's unclear whether in Kentucky they are going to do a burn, you know, a controlled burn of those chemicals. But that is what happened in East Palestine. In that incident, local residents were evacuated so that emergency responders could execute a controlled burn of 5 cars containing vinyl chloride, a chemical used in the manufacture of plastics, venting noxious gases and dioxins into the atmosphere over fears they might explode. Now, I did tell you yesterday in that video, if you haven't watched it, please do. But I did tell you that dioxins are present in this current train derailment in Kentucky. So the people in East Palestine, which is in Ohio, they have since returned to their homes, some of them. And since being allowed to return to their homes, the residents have complained of symptoms associated with exposure to toxic chemicals, despite monitoring by the EPA and contractors for the rail company Norfolk Southern showing safe readings. In an update issue on Thursday, CSX, the rail operator responsible for the crash train in Kentucky, said the derailment involved 16 cars, including 2 containing molten sulfur that lost some of their contents, which continue to burn right now. They're using special equipment right now. They're testing the air to see if there's any release of sulfur dioxide. When it burns, their immediate focus is to extinguish the fire, however. So with that, with fire comes smoke, which means emission into the air. So Kentucky could be facing what East Palestine is still facing. They say that molten sulfur is flammable and can be known to release poisonous gases such as hydrogen sulfide, which is highly toxic and can affect the respiratory and nervous systems when inhaled. Sulfur itself can cause respiratory irritation, burns to the skin, as well as headaches, nausea, and vomiting. You guys, they are on a long road, and they're going to be dealing with this for a long time. They're going to be dealing with this all the way into 2024, if not longer, because this stuff will get in the creeks just like it did in East Palestine. It will kill off their animals just like it did in East Palestine. It will cause all of these symptoms that everyone's having, but no one's willing to admit something is wrong. Stop telling me the numbers that the readings are given and that everything is fine and you can drink the water. People are still drinking bottled water right now that's being shipped in by strangers because the city and the state is not even providing them with drinking water. And not to mention just drinking water, you got to cook, you got to wash your body, you got to wash your clothes, you got to, all these things that you have to do. Sulfur dioxide is a severe irritant that can cause irritation to the respiratory system, eyes, and skin. CSX said that there were 2 cars carrying magnesium hydroxide, which is considered minimally toxic. And the story ends by saying the train company said local emergency responders worked through the night trying to extinguish this fire, while it was covering the cost of food and lodging for affected residents. Given people were asked to evacuate their homes in a short period of time, it is providing Thanksgiving dinner at a number of shelters. So a lot of people spent their Thanksgiving waking up in a shelter. You could be in your home and everything is fine, and the next minute you are waking up in a shelter. And you will be suffering from this for a while. And it doesn't say when. I'm not seeing that they're saying when these people can go back to their home. It just says Kentucky Governor Office said the State Energy and Environment Cabinet Emergency Response Team was also on the scene. These people are going to need help. East Palestine residents still need help. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Like I said, please turn your notifications on because there will be probably another video today because so much is happening out here. I could not fit it all in this video without it being extremely long. Hit that like button, share the video out, and leave comments down below. I love you, but God loves you more. He created only one you. Be the best you can be, and when you are, go out and spread God's love. Peace, love, and light. Thanks for being here on TommyBitesTV.
I've been giving you the worst. Now you wanna stay the